Hey, I'm Kenneth Wajda. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado. Welcome to another one of my photo chats. So a friend of mine, they took their whole family axe throwing. That's a thing now. You can throw axes. And it's at a bar setting. So there are people in a bar throwing axes. And the woman who introduced the rules did it standing in a bar with axe throwing while holding a baby. You can't make this stuff up. You better have your camera with you. I made a plan of not going to go axe throwing. I said, I don't think I want to pay for an axe throwing lane. It was a little pricey, and I thought, you know what, I don't think I'll have as much fun doing that as I would have it making photographs. So the question was what to take. I could take a film camera and maybe get a frame or two, which would be a great goal, because with film I tend to try to get a frame, for couple of frames. But there was two of their grown children and their partners there. There were other friends there. There were a lot of people there. And I thought, I'm going to bring two lenses. I'm going to bring a digital camera, my standby Nikon D610 with a 28 1.8 fast autofocus G lens. And I'm going to bring an 85 1.8, where is that? An 85 1.8 G lens. So I have two 1.8 lenses. This one went in my jacket pocket because I was wearing a sport coat. It's Friday night. Dress up, folks. Colorado doesn't dress up nearly as much as I do. But it was Friday night. I had an 85 in my pocket and this over my shoulder. And just with those two lenses, I can do a lot. There comes a time when you need a wide angle lens to be able to get more of the story. But there comes a time when an 85 lets you get close and lets you feature single elements and throw your backgrounds out of focus. You know why you're throwing your backgrounds out of focus? Because everything's shot at 1.8 because it's the only way you can get a picture. 1.8 is the only possible aperture in there. It's not that bright. And they're throwing things and they're moving fast. That's a combination for you need to have a fast enough shutter speed. So I shot the whole thing at 250 at 1.8 at ISO 1600. I knew if I was taking film, I probably wouldn't get very much because of the motion, because of the low light. I don't want to really push the film to 3200, so digital was the choice. And that's typically what I do. I make choices on what camera to bring based on where am I going, what am I going to see, what can I work with, what will I be creating. And I made a gallery and I sent it to all the folks who were there. And I made a blog post. I'll put a link to it. You can see some of the pictures in it. And the thing is, I'm always making photos of the things that are in front of me that are a part of my world. I'm documenting family and friends. My friends really are my family. And they are constantly engaged in lots of fun activities. And I like to go along and make those photographs. It's really what I most want to photograph is people engaged in the simple things that families do. That's a wonderful way to photograph. And I'm not usually photographing with the idea of I want to make, I'm not trying to do anything where I'm going out to make photographs. I'm going to go bring my camera. I'm going to look for photographs. I'm going to see if anything shows up. At an event like axe throwing, sure, something shows up. But I might walk another day over to a restaurant. I might meet a friend. And the camera might sit there the whole time and I won't take any pictures. But another day, the light might be coming in brilliantly across their face and I'll say, oh my God, look at the light on you. I have to photograph you. It changes. It's based on what I see. I don't photograph everything. I've gone out to many meals and time spent with friends that I didn't photograph. The point is, photograph the things that matter to you, but they have to grab you. They have to be photos that you want because you're drawn to them. So, want to see some axe throwing? Click the link and you'll see some pictures of what axe throwing looks like in Colorado. All right, that's today's photography talk. If you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button. If you can support, hit the Patreon. Thanks to all my supporters. I appreciate you. I'll be back next time. We'll talk more photography. As always, here's the good light.